How's it going, guys? It's James from Give It a Go RC. Thought I'd do a proper video on the Cheetah. I've had it for 8 months now, done a lot of work to the car, and I thought it was about time that we talked about it and maybe go through some of the problems with this rig as well as the positive things too. Now, what can I say about this car? First off, I've got to say I didn't actually buy this rig. It was bought for me. And I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. Now, first off, this is a really fun car. If you're looking to buy something, you're already in the hobby, been doing it for a while, this is probably a pretty good cheap option. It's light, it's massively overpowered, and it's a lot of fun. But it does have some major drawbacks. Now, the reason why I say if you've been in the hobby for a while, this is a good car, I wouldn't suggest this car for someone who's new in the hobby. The reason why I wouldn't suggest it is because the very first time I took it out, it broke. The second time I took it out, it broke. The third time I took it out, it broke. And I don't mean by doing crazy things, no big stunts, jumps, flips, just running it across the grass. There's something wrong with the metal. Some people call it monkey metal. It's probably a fair statement. I've had dog bones and drive cups all just shatter on me for literally just running across the grass. Now, since then, there's been some work done on the car. The dog bones have been improved, upgraded, the drive cups have been replaced, and more recently, I've chewed up all the gears on the front diff. I've recently gone through this with a fine-tooth comb. I've done some alterations, not just repairs, and I'm hoping that these alterations are going to make this car 10 times better than it is stock out of the box. So what I've done, guys, is I've actually gone through and I've totally changed the setup for this car. What I've done is I've put some thicker fluid in the diffs, and I'm hoping that this is going to make a massive difference and stop the car diffing out quite as much as it wheelies, because it loses all the power through the two front wheels. Yeah, the ballooning on the tyres, it's crazy. So what I've done is I've put 5,000 weight in the back and I've put 15,000 weight fluid in the front. Now, I've got to caveat this, I don't actually know whether this is going to make it better or not. I haven't yet ran it. We will run it in this video and see how it goes. But I've got a feeling it's going to make a huge difference to this car. The other thing I've changed is I've put 600 weight shock fluid in the shocks all around. Coming out of the box, the shocks aren't dampened right, the car's very, very springy. Don't know if you can see that there. Now it's nice and flush, nice and flat, making a big difference. Shock test. Can you see that, guys? Yeah, big difference to the original setup. Now, I've also done a few other changes. I've treated myself, I've got some new tyres for my K4. I've gone with some D-boot backflips from the 4S Outcast, and when I fitted those to the K4, I've taken the old K4 tyres and I've fitted them to the Cheetah here. Now, these tyres aren't great compared to what you get from the Cheetah stock. These are 10 times better. Better grip, better traction, the ballooning is controllable, and it actually makes the car a lot more handleable. So that said, I think it's time we take it out the back, we do some jumps, rip it around in the grass a little bit, and just see what a difference these alterations have made. Has it made the car better? Has it made it worse? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed, guys. I think it will have made a difference. It couldn't have been much worse than it was stock. Fun, but almost uncontrollable at times. Okay, guys. Alright, guys, here we are out in the paddock with the JLB Cheetah. Time for its test bash. Keep an eye out on the shocks, on the diff fluid. It's going to be interesting to see what differences they've made to the rig. To be honest, it's going to be pretty hard going for a little rig like this today. It is very muddy out there, very wet, and the grass is very long. But it'll make for an interesting bash. Alright, guys, let's get to it. I'm going to switch to head cam from this point so you can see the action from my point of view. Alright, guys. Okay, fingers crossed this has made an improvement. Oh, she sounds better already. long and it was wet. So this is only on 3S now. Something's wrong with that. Ah. Wow, that has just shattered the drive cup. Okay. So this is a great example of what I've been talking about the JLB Cheetah. Here we are. No jumping. No real serious bashing. I hope you can see that there, and the camera's picking it up. And look, drive cup is literally shattered. There's nothing wrong with that cup, it was fine. Just diff cup broken. Frustrating. Now, I do have a replacement, but obviously I'm going to have to drop the back diff out of this car again to put the replacement in. As I said, fun car, but super frustrating. Well, that's the end of the bash, guys. JLB Cheetah, the beast. That's what you get. Alright guys, so I'm back in from the paddock. Doing my best to try and show you exactly what happened there. Don't know, I'm hoping it shows up on camera. I'm trying to get it in the light. That's pretty poor, isn't it? I didn't even jump it. I could understand if I'd sent it 60 feet and landed with the power on. But I mean, I was just running it up and down. I hadn't even really got going. I can't really recommend my changes that I've done to the car. That wasn't really an extensive bash test to see whether or not it made a major difference or not. As far as review of the car, it's good fun, but I can't recommend it, guys. It just breaks way too easily, way too often. The metal that they've used is just monkey metal. You'd be far better off getting a plastic rig, believe it or not, like a 3S Armour or something like that. That's not going to have this type of issue. This was literally the same problem I had the very first time I took the car out. Just that time I managed to break the dog bone as well as the drive cup. Yeah, disappointing, guys. Alright, well I guess that's it for this bash. If you can even call it a bash for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped. And if you're thinking about buying the JLB Cheetah, buyer beware, guys. Alright, catch you next time, and give it a go, I see.